Hey, my wonderful sweet baby. So today we're going to be doing our Baddies Midwest review for episode 5. So I'm not going to lie, this episode started off very rocky and it was very boring in the beginning. So the episode pretty much started with the girls getting excited because they had a new Baddies bus. If you guys have been watching the show, they've pretty much not had a Baddies bus since pretty much Baddies West. So the girls pretty much get gagged over the bus, and then after that, they get dressed so then they can go to their club appearance that they have for the night. So at this moment, all the girls pretty much looked great except for Summer. I just feel like she gives a very dusty look to herself. But other than that, the girls looked amazing. And Ivory was actually rushed to the hospital because something had went wrong with her lip because she had just gotten a lip piercing and she actually wasn't going to be able to go out to the club like that. Which, to be honest, that's 100% on her because she wasn't ducking so many fades to the point where the fades actually got her in trouble. So Jasmine and Summer actually get into a little dispute on the bus, which it was really unnecessary because neither of them did anything. Then the baddies actually make it to their booking and the fans are going wild for them. There was actually one fan that tried to sneak Summer. So a fan actually tried to sneak Summer, but the fan was actually unsuccessful because security actually stepped in and grabbed the fan before the fan was even able to do anything. So the whole booking was actually extremely ghetto because Tinkerbella and Diamond the Body actually have a song together, but they had completely cut out Diamond's part. So Diamond ended up having to do the whole thing a cappella. And if that wasn't the worst thing that happened, Rolly was actually performing and there was a fan in the audience that was booing her the entire time. Rolly noticed that and she ended up actually throwing something to the fan. The fan got mad and threw a drink at the baddies. Then after, Rolly actually, I think, threw her mic and then security stepped in and got that girl up out of there. When the girls got home, things started to actually slightly heat up a little bit. Natalie claims that she had heard some things from Summer. Natalie stated that Summer had said that she was going to take a baddie's chain. She was going to take a baddie's chain that had already had a baddie's chain. And then Natalie had stated that she said that she was going to take Tinkabella's chain. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like at this moment they had orchestrated this whole thing because they knew that the episode was giving boring. So at this moment, Natalie's definitely stirring the pot and she's letting Summer know that she has to address Tinkerbella since she's claiming that she wants her chain. And then that's when Tinkerbella's getting all ready and riled up and she's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna address Summer because nobody's taking my chain. So when Summer comes in, she's actually pretty lit. Because instead of her talking about stealing a baddie's chain, she was actually having a good time while she was at the booking. But Natalie doubles down and says, no, Summer, you said you was going to take Tinkerbella's chain. So now you have to address her because that's what you were saying you was going to do. So then Tinkerbella gets in Summer's face and she starts talking to her about it because she's letting her know, girl, you're not going to take my chain. Summer then says that she never would want a baddie's chain that already has a baddie's chain. She made it clear that she only wants a baddie's chain that she earns that she can get for herself. So, Tinkerbella being Tinkerbella, she does all the theatrics and does, all this crazy stuff and kind of, sneaks Summer a little bit, but not really sneaking her, just kind of catching her a little bit while she's off guard because at this point she's inebriated. I don't have the stills for it, but Natalie, Dolly, and Summer all sat down at a table talking about the situation that went down with the whole baddies chain and Summer wanting Tinkerbella's chain. Dolly was even saying that she didn't hear Summer say that, she wanted Tinkerbella's chain, but she also doubled down on the fact that she knew that Summer was lying and that she wanted Tinkerbella's chain. And she started telling her, oh, well, you can't be saying things like that. And Summer doubled down and told her, girl, I never said that. Like, I never wanted her chain. I want a baddie's chain of my own. So once again, Natalie is orchestrating and instigating this entire situation to the point where she actually calls Tinkerbella to come and join them into the room that she's in. So then that's when Tinkerbella again with theatrics comes in and she actually presses Summer while Summer's sitting down and she's standing up. Now, honestly, Summer was being kind of slow here because anytime a girl is in your face and she's standing up, just know that she's going to have the upper hand and try to do something sneaky. But Summer acted like she couldn't see that from a mile away and she got snuck. And then that's when pretty much Tinkerbella has the wig of Summer and, she makes the big whole fuss, pretty much acting like a bully in this instance. So when that whole situation happens, Summer actually goes upstairs, puts her cap on or whatever. And at that moment, she actually kind of sounded like she was about to cry. And I felt bad for Summer because I just feel like now at this point, people are OD with the way that they're treating her. And I feel like Natalie's big chinned ass is actually getting off to the fact that Summer's the one to bully this season. So regardless of the fact of the super petty beef, Tinkerbella and Summer actually squash this and then they move forward. So at this moment, Emma and Big Lex are actually talking about the previous night and the beefs that they have with Scotty and Jayla. So Jaden pretty much comes in and she sees them talking. She kind of gets caught up from them. Jaden kind of was acting low-key like a little mediator, trying to figure out where's the beef even coming from. And the two girls actually double down and, admit that they said what they said. That's when then, Scotty comes in and she's trying to figure out what's going on with her and Emma. When this happens, Emma and her are pretty much standing on things. Big Lex also instigates a little bit and she's like, but what did you say about the whole wig situation? So after that, Emma actually stands on her business and she tells Scotty about the wig and how she either owes her another wig or it's up. So then Scotty says, well, okay, then what do you want to do? At that point, then they both start squabbling. And the camera people literally got on my nerves at this moment because you could tell that Emma got the best of Scotty in this moment, but they just didn't want to show it because, Scotty is allegedly boinking Lemmy. And Jaden was lying in her confessional talking about, I don't know who won or who lost. Girl, I wasn't even able to see the actual footage of what went down, and I already know that Emma got the best of Scotty. So after this, we pretty much get Taseki, Biggie, Anna, and Diamond outside, pretty much just chilling. During this moment, they kept bringing up the same issue that they've been bringing up for the past 5 episodes, which was the fact that they want Biggie to start defending herself as defending, Anna. Anna got tired of explaining, so she had Diamond explain. Then Biggie actually mentions that, she had lost her boyfriend, and because he passed away, she just doesn't feel like herself. So after that, Taseki and Anna actually shut the F up and they leave her alone and they stop mentioning it. I forgot to mention this part because I don't have a still for it, but at some point, Jasmine and Paula come outside. And while they're having this whole sentimental moment about Biggie and her boyfriend previously passing away, Paula tries to bring things to her and Diamond, which was extremely insensitive. And Diamond was just letting her know, like, girl, I'm not even gonna go there with you right now. Wait until tomorrow and I got you. Right now, we're gonna go to this booking, get this bag, and then I'm gonna get to you. So the last scene of the night was pretty much Akbar, Jayla, Rowley, and Ivory all hanging out. They were discussing the whole situation with Big Legs. Then next thing you know, after they're all addressing the whole situation with Big Legs actually walks through the door surprisingly. When she comes in, Akbar decides that she's going to press her about the whole situation with Jayla. So she pretty much explains herself again as to why she dislikes Jayla. Jayla sits there and she's acting confused because she's looking at it like this, girl, you were literally watching from home and now you have a imaginary beef with me. Then it actually gets to a point where Jayla and Big Lex actually do squabble up, which this was the worst squabble up ever because it looked like they were having patty cake sessions. Then after that, Ivory takes it upon herself to actually sneak Big Legs, but Big Legs actually did one over on her. So here's my thoughts. Overall, this whole entire episode was extremely boring, and it was also giving let's stretch things to get storylines out of people. I'm honestly and truthfully getting sick and tired of Akbar too because I feel like at this moment she really doesn't have a storyline. She's really just there to cause mess. Same goes for Miss Chin Natalie because she was really just stirring up controversy too. And I honestly and truthfully think that if Biggie is going through so much mentally with the passing of her boyfriend, that she needs to go home. I understand that she was stating that she needs to make her money, but she also has a YouTube channel in which she stated that she was able to get a whole house off of. So she'll be okay to go home and give her spot up to a baddie that can actually defend herself. Because it's not about squabbling up or catching fades, but you can't sit here and allow for these girls that look for a moment to actually sit here and talk to you crazy. So pack it up and go home, girl. But that's my opinion. What's yours?